this movie releases on September 27th. It's actually a short, and it's a short movie called The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar, right?
Yeah. By Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson
Netflix.
just put out Asteroid City a few months ago, and he's back at it again. Benedict Cumberbatch was in Asteroid City, wasn't he? I think he might have been.
I don't know.
Maybe not, though.
I don't think so.
But yeah, so basically, this story, along with 3 other stories, are going to be short films. This one releases the 27th, and the other 3 release the 28th, 29th, and the 30th. So 4 straight days of shorts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all dropping on Netflix. And basically, these short stories are... what was it? Yeah, this is the first time he's done a Roald Dahl story since Fantastic Mr. Fox. So all 4 of these are Roald Dahl stories.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so for you guys out there who don't know, Roald Dahl wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach,
Matilda.
Oh, he did Matilda. Okay, and Fantastic Mr. Fox, of course.
Lots of movies, lots of books.
So yeah, basically, it's. I mean, to me, that alone is exciting because Fantastic Mr. Fox is I think is a great story and probably a great adaptation of that story. But yeah, so getting into the trailer, I kind of loved how it wasn't. Yes, it was very Wes Anderson, but it was on another elevation of Wes Anderson. You know, if you get what I mean, so I'll explain there that
sure.
the multiple rolling sets I thought were fascinating, and there's a quote that he has that I can get out, but he talked about the style of these shorts he's doing, and there's a ton of rolling sets that switch in and out, and the actors are talking basically they're reciting the lines of the book while doing what they're describing.
Right.
And so this is one of the first times he's done a story where he's just taken the words from the book and because he said he was fascinated by how Roald Dahl tells stories, and he struggled to make these shorts for a long time because he didn't know how to interpret them, but was just hey, let me just do them how he did them. And,
right.
And yeah, and I think you can, I don't know, to me, that's what I mean. I guess another level of Wes Anderson quirkiness, where he's just the actors are always talking to you and the sets are rolling in and out. And I don't know, I think it's very creative and interesting looking.
Yeah. I love that it is primarily, it seems like the entire short film. Do we know how long they are, by the way?
I want to say this one's 37 minutes or something.
Okay. So I love how it is very much, it seems like it's going to be Benedict Cumberbatch is the narrator, and that we are going to go through it in a very storybook sort of way. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And I also think that it's very interesting that he's doing Roald Dahl, because there's been so much talk about censoring Roald Dahl books recently. And
did he do The Giving Tree? Am I thinking of, or is that somebody else? That was probably somebody else.
I'm not sure, but there has been talks about censoring and changing words and language that were in Roald Dahl books, and it's interesting that you have. So
he's I want 4 different stories.
Yeah, and it's interesting that he said I just want to take the words from the book and put it on because I think that is I mean, obviously it doesn't, it's not applicable all the time, but if somebody gets an idea across very effectively and you find a hard way to change it, and especially there's been all this talk about well, we want to change the words or the descriptions of people to XYZ in the books.
Right.
Well, you're completely changing the way that an idea or a scene is being portrayed or getting like certain feelings across, which has been a point of frustration for a lot of people. And I just think it's great that you're like, okay, well, I want to adapt it into I want to adapt these stories into a different medium,
true form. But keep them in their like true form in a way, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, well, I'm going to keep the words, and I'm sure there's going to be a ton of think pieces about this.
Sure.
But I think it's awesome. I think the way that it's the shots were done were like almost a parody of what like a Wes Anderson movie would be, but it is a Wes Anderson short. And I don't know, I do love how it looks, and I'm very intrigued to and it's rated, like, this one's rated PG. So I mean I think it's gonna be a very
they're gonna be light stories probably.
Yeah, but I think it looks great.
Yeah, and I think the sets look amazing. I kind of love how we're following this rich single guy who I can't even tell you like what the full plot of this movie is, but we're following the life of this 40s rich single guy. Yeah,
and it's so interesting. I would never have thought Benedict Cumberbatch is a great sort of character to have in a Wes Anderson movie.
He works so well, didn't he?
He works like it was like he was meant to do it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
It was so interesting.
Yeah. I am super happy to see him in this, and something that's not like Doctor Strange right now.
And there's like Ray Fiennes and Ben Kingsley
Ben Kingsley. Yep.
Dev Patel. Just like a cool cast.
Star-studded for the short. Yeah.
I wish I had Netflix, but I guess I'm gonna have to rent Netflix, or like for a month, and just get The Witcher, this
and The Walking Dead
third season of Sex Education, and something else probably all
The
jammed
Walking
in.
Dead.
I'm not watching The Walking Dead.
I know. But yeah, so the other three shorts are titled The Swan, The Rat Catcher, and Poison. So
cool.
The latter two don't sound as fun as this one.
Well, I mean, the thing,
who knows?
Yeah, but I mean, the thing about a lot of Roald Dahl, and like that's what the controversy is like that he could get kind of like, there'd be kind of nasty stories, and like Matilda, that's not a necessarily like lighthearted
Never
story.
read the book or seen the movie, so I wouldn't.
What? You should watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, even like, you've seen James and the Giant Peach, right?
Oh yeah.
That is not a.
No, yeah, it gets dark for sure.
It gets dark.
Even the movie's kind of creepy at points. So
yeah.
I
mean, but he could get nasty and like very descriptive about things. And I mean, if you have a book or a short called Poison or The Rat Catcher. I mean, The Rat Catcher, it could go either way. I feel like, but
Poison sounds dark.
What was the other one besides those two?
The Swan. The Swan.
That could go either way. I don't know.
Sure. It could.
Probably more lighthearted, but
we'll see. But yeah, right. I'm excited for all of these. They all come out, gosh, in less than a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably be reviewing those. But we didn't get around to Asteroid City this summer because there were so many movies. So I hope we get to watch these. Hopefully you get Netflix to watch them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our thoughts on those.